Welcome to FBB Forum. My name is David, and this podcast is dedicated to all the amazing women competing in bodybuilding. If you like this content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and follow my YouTube and Instagram pages. I'm very pleased to welcome back the amazing NPC amateur women's physique and bodybuilding competitor, Amanda Doherty, to the podcast. Amanda competed exactly 1 year ago at the Branch Warren Classic, which was her very first bodybuilding show. And she actually won the women's bodybuilding and women's physique divisions there. And she's also a powerlifter and has made some really impressive growth on her physique since last year. I think she has a very bright future in the sport with an excellent physique and a lot of beauty. Stay tuned to find out where she will compete next. It's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Amanda. I was really impressed by some of the recent pictures that you've had where I think you were comparing this year to last year, and you look like you've made a lot of improvements.
Yeah, I definitely did. So, right after my show last year, I dived into a deadlift competition prep, and I'm sure I put on lots of muscle through that. But the training was very different. So, it wasn't so much hypertrophy based, it was more about just getting my deadlift number up. Um, and I didn't like that training as much as I do bodybuilding. Like I love being in the gym at least 5 days a week, versus the powerlifting is quite a bit lower volume. So I really enjoy my program now. I got with a new coach and we put on some solid muscle, which I'm really happy about.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah. Who are you working with for coach now?
So Jonathan Childress is my coach, and he works with the Aegis Nutrition people, and
Okay.
they actually gave me a scholarship. So I got a little bit of free coaching from them. And I mean, within the first few weeks, I fell in love. So it's worked out wonderfully. And I'm so grateful to them for getting me started with this coach.
That's terrific. That's kind of nice. That's kind of cool getting a scholarship too you need scholarship for coaching, basically, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was great. They put out an ad on Instagram, and I just filled out the application, and they reached out to me. There was like a phone interview, and then they chose me to get a full scholarship, which meant 3 free months of coaching. And I've
Nice.
continued it, of course, because he's amazing. Really just done wonders with my physique, as you can see in the last progress photos that I posted.
That's terrific. Congratulations. That's great. That's really good news for you. And yeah, I just haven't heard of a scholarship for coaching, but I love the idea behind that.
Yeah, well, I think so the owner of Aegis Nutrition, David DeMesquita, he's been in the game forever. I'm sure you know who he is. And I
Yeah.
think it's um a new coaching group that he started. So I think
Oh,
it was probably like a marketing thing with the scholarships.
oh, that's terrific. That's great. That's smart too to do that and to get some publicity and get some follows and everything
Yeah,
from.
for sure. And just to like give back to the athletes.
Yeah, that's true. I love that too. Yeah, that is really nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, I was curious in terms of last year after you won Branch Warren, we talked a little bit about this before we started recording, but you didn't do a pro qualifier last year, right?
No, no, so I've only ever done one show. And that was the Branch Warren. And I'm hoping to get my pro card at this show in December.
Yeah, you're going to be doing the NPC Nationals, is that right?
Yep, right in Irving, Texas. And I've already got like a big fan club coming to see me compete because all my friends think it's badass. So I'm excited to
Oh,
support.
that's great. So they have a big cheering section there, huh?
Yes.
I know it's amazing that Branch Warren last year was your first show ever because you already looked like a pro bodybuilder up there. You looked amazing in the
That's
pictures.
what a lot of people tell me. But I've been training for so long, mostly because I love it, and I was never a competitive person. And I still honestly wouldn't consider myself a super competitive person. I still just do it because I love it. But being on stage was really fun. And winning was also really fun. So I hope to do it again.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think you get addicted, when you're up there.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the winning is addictive too, I imagine. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And
I mean,
so,
you're just so proud of yourself because, like, you put in all that work and it's like it pays off.
oh yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It was surprising to see that you were a true novice at that show. It's like, true novice, are you for real?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. A lot of people had the same reaction.
Yeah, that. Now, so, but that show qualified you for pro qualifier till the end of this year. So that's how you're able to do nationals too, right?
Yep. Yeah, I
That's,
was glad that I didn't have to do another qualifier. Because at first I thought that I would have to do another qualifier this year, but
yeah,
like prep is really hard on your body, as you know. So I'd
yeah.
rather do, even though I love it, I'd rather do as little as possible to reach the goal of, getting my pro card and then eventually winning a pro show. Like, I don't really foresee myself doing lots of shows just because it's very hard on your body, and I would rather stay healthy.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart and better for your longevity too, I imagine.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's good. No, it's smart to do it that way. Um, in terms of, do you know whether you want to do women's physique or women's bodybuilding at the nationals?
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna do women's bodybuilding.
Okay.
Um, and I said, I'm torn between the two. Like, I love physique because it is a little bit more flowy.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I can bring femininity into the bodybuilding aspect as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I've been recommended to stick to bodybuilding by several people who are better than me. So I'm gonna take their advice and run with it.
Oh yeah. I think before we started recording, I told you I thought you're probably better suited to bodybuilding too. So um
Yeah.
I think that's smart. Yeah. And I think that's maybe a better path to pro card for you too. So I think that's smart to do it that
Mhm.
way.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I know I am gonna have some competition, so I'm really excited about that.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah. I don't know if you can name names.
Um, I can't remember their names. I just know I remember seeing like a few people like on Instagram on my Explore or whatever that they were gonna be at nationals, and I was like, oh yes, I can't wait.
Oh, that's terrific. That's great. Yeah. I know sometimes it's with the NPC shows, like with junior nationals, I think they only had the three women in the bodybuilding division. And then
Mhm.
Ashley, who won, didn't get her pro card because there wasn't enough women competing. So um,
Oh, that sucks.
I
Yeah, so
know.
actually she was one of the ones that I thought was gonna be doing it in December, but I didn't realize there was a different nationals in Tennessee, I believe. And I saw her and she looked great, but I was hoping to get on stage with her too.
Oh yeah, maybe, she might still do it though. I'm not sure because I think she has to petition IFBB for the pro card now. So,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, I like her look though. She looks really good. And it's just disappointing though. I think when you put in all that hard work and you win and then you don't necessarily get the pro card, it's like just kind of
Yeah, that's
weird.
pretty disappointing.
I know it's not good.
So
So
if you petition them, do they like what uh how do they grant it? Like what are the rules for them granting it or not?
I really think it's up to the discretion of IFBB. I think they just determine um
By your look or
I think
your
based on your look and maybe your prior shows that you've done and
oh, okay.
yeah, that sort of thing. So I think it's really up to them to decide. Um, yeah, I know but yeah, I don't know. I just feel
That's
bad for
tough.
ladies to have to go through all that and then not walk away with a pro card like they probably should. So
Right, that's disappointing.
I know. So I'm hoping Ashley will do that and that she'll get it. So we'll see. Um, Now I was curious, like I said, you look really amazing in your recent comparison shots. And I was curious, what improvements have you made to your physique this year? And is there any ways that your training has changed this year compared to prior years?
Oh yeah, for sure. So the comparison pictures that I posted was actually that was all within one season. So I think that's about 16 weeks apart. I went from, the before to the after, and I've made so much progress. And it's only a difference of like I've gained like 6.5 pounds. And it's
Okay.
crazy because it looks like a lot more. But I've definitely like added size in my lats and my delts. Like those were the big areas that we tried to target. But
Okay.
definitely my quads blew up. So just all around, I look much thicker, but like it's good, like very dense thickness. So I'm super excited about it. And the changes that we made in the training was more of like slowing it down. So I do a lot of like pause sets and tempo sets. Whereas before I was very like, I train at Metroflex, so everything's hardcore and I go like as heavy and hard as possible. But like a lot of that is ego lifting. And which
Mm.
is fun. I love it. It's like savage and it makes you feel, cool. But like to make actual progress on my physique, taking the weight down and taking the tempo down has just done wonders for me because I typically haven't trained like that. And just the way that he programs the training, like the order of the exercises, I think has a lot to do with it. Um, but it's mostly just being so much more intentional and connecting with the muscle a lot more versus just pulling as hard and heavy as possible.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's a good way to, for a bodybuilding perspective, probably get more growth that way, right? And in terms of
Yeah,
slowing it down.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Um,
I'm back up to my original weights. So the weights that I was doing, just, ripping and gripping it or gripping and ripping, um, I had to bring it way down because I was exhausting myself and like it wasn't, I do good on one day, but then the rest of my week I'd be so exhausted and just like my CNS would be so taxed that I couldn't get as much out of the rest of my workout. So I had to bring it all the way down to be more balanced like across the week. But
okay.
I'm really good at like progressively overloading, like tracking, the weights that I'm doing for how many reps and increasing it as appropriate. So
Okay.
I've been able to bring those weights all the way back up to where I was, and now doing it for more reps, doing it much better controlled. So not only has my physique like blown up, I'm also stronger.
Wow, that's terrific. That's so cool. Huh? Did that surprise you?
I mean, it didn't surprise me. I'm just very grateful to have a coach um, to sort of I don't know, keep me disciplined in that area instead of just going into the gym and like doing whatever I want. It's really, really good for me to have that program to
Yeah.
follow every week and every day because it keeps me progressing. Whereas if I didn't have a coach that I check in with, I kind of just do what I want and then I like fall off and I don't make the progress because I'm not meticulously tracking it.
Yeah, I see. I gotcha. That makes sense. That's smart. Is your coach, is he in the Texas area too?
He is in Oklahoma.
Oh, he's in Oklahoma. Oh, cool. That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, no, that's yeah. One thing I was curious about, are you still doing any powerlifting style training at all, or are you just gonna, is that probably
No,
not?
no, like I mean, right. For some people, this would be so boring because I literally do the same thing every single week, but I love it because I love
Okay.
making progress and it works. Like
Yeah.
jumping around from program to program is not a good way to make progress at whatever you're trying to do. Like the
Yeah.
unfortunate truth is that it's just got to be boring for a while.
I gotcha. I understand. And would you return to powerlifting eventually, do you think? Or is that something you'd want to?
Probably not. So I did used to train like a powerlifter. I did 5-3-1. That worked so well for me.
Hmm.
Because the premise of 5-3-1 is it's 3 week waves. You get a deload week, but also you are training to hit like as many reps as possible on your final set. So like on the week where you're only supposed to be able to hit 5, maybe 6 reps, you're trying to do as many as possible. And then the same thing for the weeks where you're only supposed to hit 3 or 4, and then the last week is 1 plus. It's just whatever you can do. But I would program myself lower. That way, on the week where I'm only supposed to be able to hit, say, 315 for one, I remember one day I hit it for 16 reps. And like that was a
Wow.
lot for me back then. Um,
Wow.
and so that was really fun. I enjoyed that training because that was like 4 or 5 days a week.
Okay.
But training just for a deadlift competition was much different. Anyway, it was just like a lot lower volume. And
Yeah.
so I probably wouldn't do another powerlifting competition
Okay.
just
Yeah.
because I enjoy the volume so much. Like it's
Okay. I
really
got you.
hard for me to not do a high volume program.
I got you. I understand that. Yeah. And the fans, we like you being in bodybuilding too. So
Yeah.
that's a thumbs up. No, seriously, I think that's awesome. I think that's good. Um, so you did mention your husband Boldo. He has some meets planned. He's going to be at the Olympia, or you both will
Yeah.
be at the Olympia.
Yeah, we'll be at the Olympia. Mostly I'll just be supporting him at the Olympia because he's going to be competing. He's actually going to break 3 world records on the same day. The
Wow.
first is in multiply and then single ply and then raw. Um, sorry, my little dog is freaking out about something.
Oh, it's okay.
Um, yeah, so he'll be doing all 3 of those lifts on the same day. So he's been
Wow.
training for right now, and it's intense, but he's doing amazing at it. Like it's not going to be a problem for him to win at all. So I'm
That's
excited to
terrific.
see it.
I went to when I went to Olympia last year, I did get to go to see some of the powerlifting competition, and those guys are pretty amazing. And the ladies too
Yes. For sure.
seem just worried about y'all ripping your arms off and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, this is
Oh, look
my
at that
little bit.
cutie. Aw, that's a cutie. Hi. He or she.
A she,
Oh, and what's her name?
Lillian.
Lillian? Aw, she's a cutie. Hi there.
She's very cute and very fierce.
Oh, she's a cutie.
Yeah.
I was curious, so with the SLB powerlifting business that you guys have, are y'all still coaching for that too?
So he does some coaching. He's got his current clients. He's not taking on any more clients right now, just because we're doing so much with our solar business, and then also, with our training. Like my training takes up so much of my time, and then he's trying to get his training in as well. And also, we're trying to build this solar business because the solar business is doing great. We are having so much fun building this. We've
Yeah.
expanded a bit down to Austin and then into Houston as well. So we travel a lot.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
so yeah, we just got so much on our plates. We're not really doing much with the coaching right now.
Oh, sure, I understand. With the solar, you do the put it up on the roof, the solar panels.
Yeah, so we do detach and reinstall. So when a roof needs to be replaced or fixed, we take the panels off and then we put them back on.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we talked about that last time too. Yeah, I remember that. I was thinking you should work with Brittany Parrish, who's doing roofing now.
Yeah, yeah, I've hung out with her a couple times at different shows, and she's got all my info. So hopefully we'll be doing some work for them pretty soon.
That's awesome. Yeah, y'all are both like just so big but beautiful too. So I could see y'all.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. I love hanging out with her.
She's cool, and I know she's in Dallas area too. So you got to do a shoot with her or something. That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, she's really cool. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
Um, I was curious for your SLB powerlifting website. You still have products for sale too, don't you?
Yeah, so we do still have the website. All the apparel is still available for purchase. And I think the pre-workout and the salts are still up there. But we've just been having some issues with our payment processor. So right now, if you want to purchase anything, you just have to DM us on Instagram and
Hmm.
pay through like Cash App or PayPal or something, and then we ship it out to you. But like the website has been messed up for a minute, and I just haven't had
Oh,
time to go in and fix it.
oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, no, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
okay. We have our booths all throughout the year, and honestly, we sell enough at the booths where like it doesn't bother me that much.
Oh
But I am
yeah.
gonna try to get the website fixed, hopefully soon.
Is that yeah? You said you're gonna have a booth at the Olympia too, right?
No, we're not doing a booth at the Olympia. We
Oh, cool.
mostly just do all the shows in Texas, and
Oh, cool.
we sponsor the USPA as well. I can't remember if I told you that last time or not,
Oh, I
but
saw that
we
on your
sponsor.
Instagram actually.
Yeah, we sponsor the Texas USPA. We'll eventually sponsor the USPA at the Olympia or the IPL, I mean, but we're just not there yet.
Okay.
So we do all the USPA shows that we can get to. Our schedule is pretty full, but we try to hit as many as possible and hand out prizes and just support the lifters. It's a good
That's
time.
great. You sell quite a bit of merchandise and supplements and stuff there at those shows?
Yeah, we sell enough to make it worth it, but honestly, we're more so just there to, hang out with friends and make new friends and have a good time. And like I said, support the lifters because they put so much work into their training. And even if it's not exactly my jam, I love being there to support them and what they're passionate about.
Oh, that's terrific. I like that. That's great. Yeah. I always feel that way with powerlifting and bodybuilding. It's more of a cooperative kind of sport. It's not, I know you're competing against each other, but it's more, kind of good vibes. It's not,
Yeah, yeah, a lot of camaraderie.
yeah, exactly. I think that's great. Yeah. So, um, I did have a question for you about your social media, and I was surprised if, um, with all that you got going on, do you ever have trouble keeping up with social media and DMs? And frankly, I thought you deserved more followers, because you are so awesome and stuff. But I was curious about your take on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too hard. Like I try to get back to everybody that I can. And I think I probably don't put out enough content to
Mm,
have, more followers.
mhm.
Um, like I don't have a camera crew following me around. So like I'm doing everything myself for the most
Yeah.
part. Like I've done some photo shoots with photographers, and it was great. I have a blast. But yeah, I don't have like a dedicated crew to. I would love to do like a YouTube channel of all my training, and like people have asked me for that before, but
Mhm.
like I want to focus on my training. I can't like be holding a camera the whole time. So
Sure, sure.
eventually maybe I'll get somebody to, do my social media for me, but for now it's just me and I do what I can, but I'm more focused like I'm getting up at 3 a.m. tomorrow to go to Austin to work on solar jobs. So it's like I don't have time to
Wow.
spend, all that time on social media.
I totally understand that. Yeah, I know. You've definitely got a lot going on too. It sounds really busy. So, um, no, yeah. Plus the camera crews are kind of expensive too, to hire the videographers and everything.
Sometimes, yeah. Like
Hmm.
we've got a few good friends, Bull and I, that, give us a good discount.
Mm.
But it's more so just about having the time. And like as a girl, if I'm gonna go into a photo shoot or something, then immediately I'm like super critical of myself. I'm like, oh no, I don't look good enough to do this. I don't want to do it.
Oh,
Do it another day. Whereas if
I
I just go in
understand.
and like do my workout, then there's no like mental issues around it.
I gotcha. I totally understand that. That makes
So it's
sense.
just like an extra stress because I'm so like, I'm a girl.
I think especially female bodybuilders, I think feel that way too, because
Yeah.
you know what I
It's so
mean?
hard not to be like super critical of ourselves all the time.
Hmm.
I'm getting better at it, but I
No,
don't
I
think it's
feel
really gonna go away.
No, I don't think that really goes away, and I think that's just common with especially female bodybuilders, but men
Um,
too. Yeah, no, yeah, but it's nothing to worry about, I think.
yeah.
I was curious if there's anybody you'd like to shout out.
Check out my husband, Mr. Bull NTX, on Instagram. Follow his Olympia journey and watch out for that 3-time world record in multi-fly, single ply, and raw deadlift.
That's exciting. Yeah, definitely. I'll make sure to include his Instagram and yours as well. And
Awesome. Yeah, and my coach too. He's amazing. Like I would not. So I've had, obviously a long journey with bodybuilding and trying to figure out my body. And you know, I went through a very long period of having super low energy
oh,
and just fighting with myself, like mentally, physically.
yeah,
Um, and he has just like cleared all of that up. Like I feel like I'm 20 again. Like I've got my
really?
energy back. Dieting is easy. I've struggled with eating disorders my whole life and now that's
Mm.
gone.
Hey,
And he approached that both from like a mental side and obviously the diet. I don't have cravings, so it's really easy at this point to stick to the diet, but more so like I've grown so much mentally with his coaching. I owe him so much. So definitely shout him out too.
that's so awesome. I love that. That sounds like a great coach.
Yeah, for sure. He's like a real coach. He's not a person who writes a program. He is a person who coaches, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, definitely. And since he's pretty close, I wonder if he'll be able to come over to see you compete at the
Oh yeah, I hope so.
at nationals. That would be great. Yeah, I'll make sure to include his Instagram down below too.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, that's terrific. No, that sounds like you kind of looked into a good coach too. It sounds like a good
Yeah,
coach.
I mean, I don't know if it was fate or luck or, just a lifetime of working hard and everything just came together the way it was supposed to, but I'm very, very grateful,
That's
whatever
terrific.
it was.
No, congratulations. I think that's great. Um, I was curious, would his both ever consider doing bodybuilding too, or is he just strictly powerlifting?
Yeah, I think he's strictly powerlifting. It's just what he enjoys, and he doesn't have any desire to be a bodybuilder.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I understand.
Plus, there's only enough room in this relationship for one crazy person, and that's me.
Oh man. Um, well, y'all are both pretty muscled up too, so yeah, y'all are an amazing couple for sure.
Yes, definitely.
And I was curious, besides your coach and the scholarship you mentioned, do you have any other sponsors? Are you looking for sponsors, or you might not have enough time to deal with sponsors? You got so much on your plate now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely open to any offers or what I can do for them. But yeah, I'm pretty much just self-sponsored, sponsored by my own businesses.
Oh, sure, yeah. I noticed that the SLB powerlifting too also has its own Instagram, so I'll make sure to include that down below
Yes.
as well. Um, I was thinking that's another Instagram you have to follow too, and that can kind of, I don't know, it'd be kind of stressful, I think.
What do you mean?
Oh, just that's just like kind of piles on the social media stuff you have to monitor or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean me and Bull both kind of tackle that. Like we log on and um it's a joint effort. Like we're building all this stuff together and like
Cool.
sometimes it's difficult, but like for the most part it's really fun and it's satisfying to work for ourselves and to kind of be our own bosses. And like if one person needs, some time off, the other person can pick up the slack because we're both pretty much equals at what we do. So that's pretty awesome.
That's great. Yeah, I know a lot of bodybuilders who are entrepreneurs like that, and I admire that just because I'm kind of satisfied working for the man, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I was for a long time too, and I just kind of grew out of it.
yeah, no, I think that's terrific. I don't know. I'm like too risk averse. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna to do.
Yeah, it's very scary. I think it's a lot easier when you have a partner because it's like, okay, we're doing this together. So
Mhm.
if we fail together, and if we succeed together. So it kind of like there's still the same amount of risk, honestly, but it just makes it easier to tackle.
Yeah, I got you. I understand that. Yeah, you're right about that. I think that's very true. It makes a big difference.
Hmm.
Is there anything that I missed that you'd like to address? Or and thanks again for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Glad to catch up.
Thank you. Would you mind doing a quick flex for me?
Oh yeah, get
Wow,
it all.
Amanda. Yeah, you look terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
I like that arm wrestling clip you did recently. That was
Oh yes, with um oh my gosh, her name is right on the tip of my tongue.
I
But
forgot.
yes, we were trying to think of like fun things to do because we were at the booth. We each had our own booths there at the branch
Oh
farm, and they were like doing handstands and stuff, and I'm like, that's not for me. I cannot do a handstand.
yeah.
But then she like asked me to arm wrestle, and that was so much fun. And
That's
she's
cool.
super strong. Like
Really?
I played it off like I was just, letting her struggle. But no, like I'm not sure that I could have actually like pushed her down before. Like I was just wearing her out, basically.
I see.
Like I could stay locked in, but I don't think I could have like made any progress if I had tried because she's real strong.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, you were, you did kind of look like you were just kind of stuck there but I think it did seem like you were playing with her a little bit. Like, okay,
yeah.
now I'm
Like
done.
it wasn't hard it wasn't hard for me at all to just stay locked in that one spot.
Really?
Um, but yeah, I think, and also I think I was a little afraid of like tearing a bicep, so I didn't really want to try too hard.
Oh, I see. I see. I got you.
Because that would have been awful.
I told you about that English lady who broke her forearm, I think, at a pub doing arm wrestling and
Yeah.
set her back a
Yeah,
bit.
we both got so many messages of people telling us like how dangerous it is. I'm like, okay, I believe you.
Yeah, you got to worry about the nationals now. You can't be.
Right? Yeah, that would be horrible.
I know. You don't want to be in a splint for nationals. That would be bad.
They just have like a rolled up bicep.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
look really good.
That wouldn't look good at all.
No.
Well, thank you so much. It was really good speaking with you again, and best wishes to you too. And keep us posted on how you do as you get close for nationals.
Of course. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Take care.
Yeah, you too.